Welcome back into the PFA podcast. I am your host, Cole Peak, here with Evan Peak and Jordan Peak, my co-host. We are going to do some more questions from the comments, and we're going to break down the NFC and AFC East tonight. We're going to start with questions from the comments. Throw it over to Jordan.
Okay, the first question from the comments we have is, who is an intriguing rookie sleeper that is actually going to have a major impact this year in fantasy?
You have to give me a second.
Nobody. Not a one. Janarian Price is going where he should be. All of the other wide receivers are going where they should be. I don't think any of them are going to be standouts. Jeremiah Love does not consider himself as a sleeper because he's going where he should be. I am not high on the rookies this year. Don't like this rookie draft class.
I'm going to hold you to it. You got to pick one, even if you can make believe your own situation.
Okay. This is more of a make-believe, the whole situation, because everything you said with Price and Love, and I've said this in the past, I think every video, I think Nicholas Singleton from the Titans, I think at the end of the year he will be someone you would want on your team. I think at the end of the year, none of their backs are good. I think he's going to win it.
If you had to pick one for major fantasy value, is Nick Singleton?
No, I'll do Makai Lemon, actually. I like him. I think Devontae's going to do great, but I think a guy who could exceed their expectation of where they're getting picked, I'm going to say Makai Lemon.
If you're holding my feet to the fire, I'm going to go with another rookie from the Eagles. I'm going to go with the tight end. Dallas Goedert had an amazing season last year. And you get a guy that's a little more athletic, no A.J. Brown, lots of targets opening up over there. Yeah. I think he's the kind of guy that can fall in the end zone quite a few times, and it'll boost his fantasy value from undrafted, bottom of the draft, to could even be a top 4 tight end, depending on how bad or poor the other tight ends do. So tight ends don't really mean much to me. I never get the top guys, so I never really draft a tight end, but I could see Stowers, I think his name is.
Eli Stowers.
Yeah. I think Eli Stowers could.
Isn't he at Georgia? I think he's at Georgia.
Could really make an impact.
Super athletic. He might play receiver, too. He may line up at receiver with Goddard.
I can see what I'm saying is I think he's also going to be on the field quite a bit because I think they're going to run a lot of 12 personnel. I think they're going to roll out Saquon Barkley, 2 tight ends, have 2 receivers out there. They're going to run the ball a lot. I think it's going to
personnel for him.
It's 1 running back, 2 tight ends, and I think that Stowers could catch a lot of flat routes, a lot of out routes, some stuff across the middle. I think he could really benefit from what I think is going to be a pretty big season from Saquon Barkley this year. So.
Okay. Second question, last question. Does the addition of Isaiah Pacheco impact Gibbs in any way? Will he take on the Montgomery role, or will he just be there to help Gibbs out, to take a break? If so, does Gibbs have a substantially greater workload, or does Pacheco take anything from him?
I'm going to hop on the train here. I think if Gibbs does 99% of the work and gets them all the way down the field without scoring a touchdown, without anybody else's help, I think the ball's only going one other place, and that's Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Isaac Tesla.
Or Tesla, or J-Mo, maybe.
Sam Laporta. There's too many people.
I don't think Pacheco, I don't like Pacheco, no. I don't think he hurts Gibbs at all.
That's a joke. I'm banning that person from
Pacheco's irrelevant, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs is just... He's one of those people that when you watch him, you say, why is the ball not in his hands every play? He's special. He's just special.
Very special.
So, I think that at the end of the day, it's just Gibbs.
All right, so just to answer the two questions for me, Bernard for the Steelers is my sleeper with a lot of value. I think he can earn the trust of Rodgers. I think he was coached up well, and I think he's NFL ready with how he attacks the ball. And I think he's a massive sleeper going into this year. The other thing about Pacheco's irrelevant. Jahmyr Gibbs is too good. He's shown it. He's proved it over and over again. Pacheco's irrelevant. He is there for when Gibbs gets tired. That's why he's there.
Breaking Barry Sanders records. I mean, it's insane how good that guy is. So, we're going to get into the breakdown now of the divisions. We're going to start with the AFC East. We're starting with everybody's favorite, the New York Jets. We kind of got into it on the last episode. This episode, I'm pretty sure we're going to dive pretty far into it. I'll start. Geno Smith is terrible. It's going to be a rerun of last year with slight improvement to the offense. A lot more rookies out there. That Kenyon Sadiq, another option at receiver, going to free Garrett Wilson up a little bit. I think Garrett Wilson is going right around where he should be. I don't think the rookies make any impact. I think Geno Smith is terrible. You never start him. You let him rot on the waiver wire. And Breece Hall's going where he should be because he's going to touch the ball 1,000,000 times this year. He's going to score all of the touchdowns for the team. He is going to be the entire Jets offense. Give me Breece Hall. Give him to me anywhere I can take him.
The Jets are going to be playing from behind a lot. Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall are the only two players that are relevant whatsoever on the Jets. Geno Smith sucks, but he is going to throw the ball 50 times. Breece Hall can do both, and I think people forget that he has been slowly getting better from a really bad injury. And this could be the year where he is back to what he was, which is he's not getting tracked down or hawked down from behind anymore. When he hits the second level, and especially in the third, he's gone. Now, are the holes going to be there? No. But if you get him in space, he can score. Garrett Wilson too. They're going where they should go. Just know that you're going to get consistency from them and not as many pop games. But that's all I have on the Jets.
I don't want anything to do with the Jets at all. I think Garrett Wilson is not going to perform where he is getting drafted at. I do not think Breece Hall is going to perform where he's getting drafted at. I think Braylon Allen has a bigger role than people think. He's a bigger back. He's a stronger back. I think he's going to take touchdowns just like he did last year. And that's why from the previous episode I said Dave Montgomery, who has really nobody behind him besides Woody Marks and Damian Pierce, who hasn't touched the ball in over 2 years, is going to outperform Breece Hall this year. Yeah, and then Damian Pierce is behind Woody Marks. I said that after. I don't like.
I think you're forgetting a very important part of Breece Hall's season last year.
Kenyon Sadiq,
which is he was very angry at the start of the year and was getting punished for being outspoken about him not getting a contract. Well, guess what? The Jets gave him the contract. Mm-hmm. He's now happy. He's paid. He's on the team. He's going to be a big part of that offense, and they're going to say, hey, Mr. Allen, who was averaging 2.2 yards a carry, we're not going to give you the ball. We're going to give the guy the ball that can take it 75 at any given moment.
Are we going to We're gonna fact check the 2.2 yards. Or you just kind of saying that out loud?
While he's fact checking, one, I think we're spending way too much time on the Jets.
I agree.
But two, Brees Hall's paid. They need to sell tickets, and it's going to be Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson that sells tickets for them. They're going to sell the most jerseys on the team.
They're
Just
gonna sell
let them
0 jerseys.
just let them be who they are.
I think Kingston Deke is actually gonna sell the most jerseys.
Okay, Braylon Allen, 6 attempts for 9 yards, 2 attempts for 11 yards, 6 attempts for 30 yards, 4 attempts for 26. Yards per carry, 1.5, 5.5, 5, 6.5. He touched the ball a total of 24 times last year. 12 to is 14 plus 4, 18.
I think Isaiah
Touch
Davis
ball
also will take some
Total
reps
of
too.
18 times.
I don't like Brees Hall. I never have, except for his rookie year.
There's just some bias going on
yeah,
here.
that's.
We spent way too much time on the Jets. Let's go to
We
another
talk about this a
riveting
lot.
team.
Let's get to a
What you
team
got?
that we're going to fly through. The Dolphins.
Yeah.
So what y'all think about Tyreek Hill not being on the team anymore? No. What about Jalen Waddle? No, I'm not.
Devon Achane. Right?
Yeah, Devon Achane. I'm not excited about the Dolphins. If you take Achane, he's going to touch it a lot. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt. And I think that covers the Dolphins.
I would like to throw a little something in there. With Malik Willis playing very good on the Packers last year at the end of the season, or middle of the season, when Jordan Love was out for a little bit. He played pretty good, fantasy-wise.
I think our definition of really good and pretty good might be a little
If you
off.
go look back, he was in the 20s. He was in the mid-20s for a couple of games. I mean, he did pretty decent. I think one game he did have like a 6-pointer.
I think there's a massive difference between playing on the Packers roster
I agree.
and then going over with that coach and then going to the Dolphins this year.
I agree, and I think he could.
Played 4
get
games
you
last year.
some running touchdowns is what I'm saying.
Played 4 games last year. 5, 5, 12, and then his final game was 31 fantasy points.
Okay, so y'all
So I mean, he started getting into the offense.
He rushed in 2 touchdowns.
Yes, but this is what I'm getting at. I'm saying I think. Who'd you pick up last year, Jordan? Justin Fields. Like, Justin Fields did that with the Jets, and like for a couple of games he scored high because he rushed a lot. I think it could be one of them parts where you could start him.
I don't think he's a dynamic rusher enough for that to happen. I think
he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken. Him at Liberty was. I mean, there's a reason he got drafted high.
When you're
He's an athlete. Is all I'm
if
saying.
we spent too much time on the Jets, then we
Wow.
spent way too much time on the Jets.
Y'all are taking this out of context. I'm saying you could start him.
You're big on picking up, like, you like players on bad teams.
Negative. When have I liked a player on a bad team?
No, you're just like
I think he has a chance.
You're hitting points on players on bad
He
teams.
started Justin Fields for half of the season last year, and he's disagreeing with my take.
Justin Fields.
Who's going to start over Malik Willis?
Okay, yeah. Let's
Quinn
go.
Ewers.
Justin Fields, Georgia, Ohio State, Heisman contender, Malik Willis.
Trash.
Liberty.
Start him half the year.
Backup.
Because he ran
Never
touchdowns
started.
in. Malik Willis is going to do the same thing. We're taking too much time on Miami Dolphins.
If
They're gonna be
Malik
the
Willis
worst
was
team
any
in the
good,
league.
he would have started another time. He's a bridge quarterback. He is a jag. He is just a guy. He is not a quarterback in the NFL.
Is Justin Fields a jag?
We're done talking about
Is
the
Justin
Dolphins.
Fields a jag?
Yes.
Okay, well, you started him half the year last year. Why? Because he ran the ball in.
I hope you
Willis.
start Malik Willis at least 1 week. I hope you start him. Actually,
Please start him against us.
No. I'm calling it now. If I don't have like a top tier quarterback, Malik Willis is on the waiver. He is starting that week.
see, this is what I'm talking
And I'm
about.
going against
This is
Jordan
what I'm
that week.
talking about.
I'm going to start him.
Let's talk about a top
Please
tier
do.
quarterback. Let's talk about a top tier quarterback.
I like it. 'Cause
We're
Jordan
gonna move
thinks
on
I take
to-
everything.
We're gonna move on to the Bills. We're gonna move on
I'm
to the
saying
Buffalo
he's a top
Bills.
5 quarterback. Golly.
Evan said draft Malik Willis in the 3rd round. That's what it said.
Barry said Willis is
Everybody do that.
Buffalo Bills. Who wants to start?
I'll take it.
Go ahead.
Malik Willis will score better than Josh. I'm joking. Josh Allen is a dog. He is the Bills. James Cook, my guy, I love him. It seems like I have him every year.
He's over there. Y'all
Yeah,
can't
he
see him.
is. You can't see him because we ain't got a long enough
He's just not quite at the caliber of
I
these guys
agree.
yet.
I agree, but you said favorite player,
Well,
and I love James Cook.
let's take a poll. Won somebody a championship.
James Cook's not even close. Dude.
Won somebody a championship.
Not even close.
Won somebody a
Not even
championship.
close.
Won 2 championships. Won somebody multiple championships. Won somebody a championship. What did he do?
You said favorite players. Let's
Role
just
player.
clown on Evan. No,
That's why
James
he's over
Cook,
there.
James Cook has been top 5 for the past 2 years now. Maybe 6 or 7.
He's
In
great.
that range. He's great. Stop hating on him. Like him a lot. DJ Moore is going to perform better than what he did last year. I like the Bills this year. If you take anybody that's starting on the Bills, I think you'll be able to start them and do pretty decent. From tight end to receiver to running back to quarterback, I like the Bills this year.
All right.
My go.
Talk shit about DJ Moore. Let's hear it.
Okay. First off, I'm not gonna say DJ Moore is not.
If we get 25 cents off this video, it is going straight to YouTube.
DJ Moore is not the guy.
Who's the guy?
He's not the guy that people think he is.
Okay,
That's-
but
that's
is
the
he the
point.
guy for the Bills?
He is the guy that the Bills have.
But is he going
This
to
isn't
be
a Amari
the
Cooper
guy
thing.
for the Bills?
Is he going to be the receiver number 1 for the Bills?
Yes.
Yes, but he is going to be the 4th highest scoring person in his position for the Bills. Josh Allen is going to score higher at his position than DJ Moore
I
will.
thought you were talking about receivers.
James Cook is going to score higher at his position than DJ Moore will, and Dalton Kincaid is going to score higher in his position than DJ Moore will.
Okay, I don't disagree. Maybe the Dalton Kincaid thing, maybe not, maybe so, whatever. But you're talking about guys that have a chance to score top 5 in their position. I think DJ Moore is going to be a valuable person to have.
Kincaid has a chance to score top 5.
I mean, he can. He's
I
athletic
think
enough.
I think DJ Moore is going to help Kincaid more than anything that's helped Kincaid in the prior years.
Okay, can Dalton Kincaid outscore Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, Colston Loveland this year?
We said top 5. Name 2 more.
Any of those 3? I'm asking. I want to just go ahead and
No.
clarify those 3.
No. I don't think he can outscore Tyler Warren either. But
Okay,
I think he can slip in at 5.
Is he going to outscore Travis Kelce?
He could, yeah.
Is he going to outscore George Kittle?
He could. Kittle gets hurt every year. Kittle literally misses half the year every year.
It doesn't matter.
Just because Kittle can block doesn't. Okay.
I love Kittle. When he starts, he scores like
I want to put like
20
a little
points.
picture of Kittle right here.
Just mini Kittle.
Just a mini Kittle right here.
Well, then I get a mini Kelsey because
Well, Kelsey's kind of my guy. You kind of just held him
that's
for me
not
for my
true.
championship.
It's 1 year.
You gave Kelsey to me to win a championship.
Kelsey took me to. I had Kelsey twice. He took me to 2.
I'll
Didn't win them though.
I'll give my take on
I
this.
didn't finish. Let me finish. James Cook. Take him. Josh Allen, if you're a quarterback guy, that's the quarterback to take, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a quarterback guy. I'm not going to take Josh Allen.
All 3 of us here are not early round quarterbacks. I think we all establish at least our starting lineup before we even consider taking a quarterback.
So what would you when you can start with like Willis? Or Justin Fields. I mean, he's great too.
Josh Allen is fantastic. Take him if you want him. He's gonna put up a ton of fantasy points. James Cook, he's great for the spot that he's going. I would love to start my draft at the end of the draft with, JT followed up with James Cook. I mean, that'd be fantastic. I would love that.
The only difference is if I could get Genty and Taylor, I would like that more than Cook this next year.
I agree with that. Yeah, but
I love Genty this year.
Just throwing out the fact of, I think James Cook is going to be solid. I disagree with Jordan. I think DJ Moore is going to be the guy there. I think he's going to do better than Dalton Kincaid. I don't think that's really that far out of the question. I think that I'm saying I obviously think
by
that
position, not by points, is my.
I don't think that Dalton Kincaid's going to finish higher than DJ Moore.
So where's Kincaid going to finish? 12?
No, he'll finish tight end like 17, 18.
That's a little.
I mean, I don't like Dalton Kincaid.
That's fine. I just
don't.
So you think DJ Moore is going to be a top 10?
24 wide receiver. I think he's going to be somewhere around
so
receiver
he can finish 18
15,
and Kincaid
16,
finish 17.
Yeah, I mean.
So it's not that far fetched.
I guess it's not, but the point differential there is going to be insane.
No, of course. I'm saying by position was my take.
I think that, you're always going to have your Khalil Shakirs of the world or whoever they pick up randomly throughout the year that will be. I understand he's a Jag, but what I'm saying is you could literally put any receiver out there with Josh Allen and he could make them relevant on any given week.
Besides Keon Coleman.
Besides Cam Coleman. Yeah, don't.
Well, I mean, Keon Coleman does have them random.
This is what I'm talking
about. I'm not saying.
Do we need to fact check Keon?
I'm not saying draft him, but like you said, Josh Allen could put the ball high enough where Keon Coleman wants it, and he can even score. I disagree with what you're saying. I think Josh Allen could put him in a spot to score, but they don't trust him enough.
Okay.
I'm saying Josh Allen's that good.
Is that it for the Bills? Anybody got anything else for the Bills? You still fact checking over there?
Draft pretty much anybody on the team.
I see a lot of red here.
I agree. I don't think you should draft Keon Coleman.
I think he was a healthy cut, like a healthy like.
Yeah, he didn't play in 4 games, and I don't think he had an injury. That's not counting the bye.
Yeah, no, I agree with what you were saying.
He was wide receiver 4 in week 1.
Was he really?
Yeah.
See, it's what I'm saying.
Dorsey was so happy that week too. Dorsey was like, I told
y'all about Keon Coleman.
I got a guy.
And then he was in the red every other week besides 2 yellows. Which yellow is past wide receiver 2s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be it for the Bills. We're going to move on to the last team.
Patriots.
We'll move on to the team that lost in the Super Bowl, the New England Patriots. I'm going to let Jordan start this because he posted TikTok about this.
Okay, I am huge on A.J. Brown this year. A.J. Brown next year may not do anything. A.J. Brown this year with the targets, 125 targets available, he is set up to be a monster. And Drake May is head and shoulders above the type of quarterback that Jalen Hurts has thrown the ball. A.J. Brown is going to be a stud. A.J. Brown is going to be a wide receiver 1. A.J. Brown is going to be in the top 10. A.J. Brown is going to kill it this year. Other than that, with the Patriots, Drake May, I know he scored really well. I still will use it as a waiver wire if I can get him, but I think he'll be going well before I can get him.
Yeah, he will.
If I can luck out and get him, like pick 8 or 9, heck yeah, I'll sign you up. I'll take him.
Yeah.
The running backs, I need Ramondre Stevenson to go somewhere else. I just need him to go send him to the Vikings. Here's my thing. Every running back like this year, I hope they go to the Vikings. But saying that, Travion Henderson's getting killed. He's getting you don't know when to play him, and Vrabel has too much of that Belichick in him where, like, he's going to take the running back and ride the hot hand, and like we're rolling the dice on this guy this week, and I like
James White's playing.
Oh
well.
yeah,
We
James
gotta
White's
get him on the
coming
field.
back. Let's go.
Rex Burkhead.
They may sign
last
Austin
week.
Eckler, who knows? But you know, I saying that the Patriots,
DeMarco Murray coming out of retirement to play for Vrabel.
I see them scoring more points as a team this year than they did last year, which makes more people fantasy relevant. But I think that A.J. Brown upgraded for a receiver, for a weapon for Drake May is just phenomenal. And the red zone inside the 20 and in, I mean, who else do you want to throw the ball to besides a guy like that? I mean, he's going to go get the ball.
Hunter Henry.
I don't think Hunter Henry takes it from him. I think if Hunter Henry was that good, then he would have always been that good.
He was really good last year.
I understand, but A.J. Brown is the dude. Take A.J. Brown. That's my take.
I love A.J. Brown. I love Mike Vrabel, old Tennessee coach. I think A.J. Brown's going to do very good. I agree with everything Jordan said. Besides the Travion Henderson point, I am scared of Ramondre, but I think this is kind of the year where they're going to give him the ball. I like Travion this year. I think he's also going early 4th round. Y'all can't tell my 4th round picks are like a guy I'm trying to kind of take a chance on. So.
You said you
I
draft
Yeah, you've got about 5 picks in the 4th round.
Well, it depends where I am in the 4th. Like Henderson's more early 4th. And honestly, I don't know.
Bear, are you gonna forget people and reach for people in the 2nd and 3rd and the 4th round?
No, I got my guys.
Just so they understand how we draft.
Okay.
Give them a little update on how the draft goes.
So we obviously do a competition for the draft. Everybody gets their spot. And we like to make it challenging. So through the first 4 rounds, nobody's allowed to look at any list, any notes, any ADP, nothing. We draft straight off the top of our head for the first 4 rounds. And then after the 4th round is complete, we are allowed to pull out our phones and start looking. Makes it very interesting because some guys like Till Cousins
Just panic.
crumble. I mean, just
a little panic.
Crumble under the pressure, man. That's it for you?
Yeah,
Patriots?
I mean,
Okay. I think that A.J. Brown is going to be a solid pick this year. I think that Drake May spreads the ball out a good amount. I don't think he's going to end up being a top 12 guy, but I could see him flirting with that line being bottom half of wide receiver 1, top half wide receiver 2. That's where I think A.J. Brown is going to finish. I think Vrabel is too hard-headed to give Henderson backfield. That's another one of those backfields. If I get a value on them, I'll take them. But if not, I'm going to let someone else draft those 2, and we'll let it play out the way that it does. And then Hunter Henry, a streaming tight end for me. I think he's a good, solid red zone target for Drake May. He showed it last year. I think he'll continue to do it this year, even with A.J. Brown there. And I would just like to call out Kayshon Boutte, however you say his last name.
Booty.
It's probably it. He, for me, is one of those guys that they're playing on a Sunday night. You're down 25.
He just catches a touchdown.
He could go out there and catch 2 bombs.
Like, what happened?
How did he do this?
Down the sideline.
Down the sideline, running underneath it as Drake May drops it into a breadbasket for him. He's just one of those guys that I think is like a spot start kind of guy. Like if you want a boom week, you could probably throw him in there, but he could also score 2 points.
1.2.
Did he not go to the Raiders?
Booty?
Yeah.
No.
Fact check. Who went to the Raiders? I thought it was a Patriots receiver. I thought it was Booty.
Oh, we're forgetting about Dobbs.
Romeo Dobbs went to the Patriots, I think.
Romeo Dobbs did go to the Patriots. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
gonna
thought
be
Booty
big.
went-
Oh my goodness, Booty is gone.
Yeah, he went
Is
to the
he?
Raiders.
Yeah,
right?
because they signed Romeo Dobbs.
Oh,
he went
dang
to
it.
he went to the Raiders, right?
No, Kayshawn Booty's still there.
okay.
He's still there.
Who went to?
He's got to be.
No, look.
Kayshawn Booty is still there. I just looked it up. Kayshawn Booty is still there. I thought so. There is somebody from the Patriots that went there, but it's not anybody I care about. Romeo Dobbs, we did forget that went there,
Yeah.
which is he's a phenomenal wide receiver too, which is what the Packers
He
have.
is-
he
all wide receiver twos.
He is what they wanted Demario Douglas to be.
That's who it is.
That is who.
No, Demario Douglas is there too.
Yeah, Kayshawn Booty's still at the Patriots.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, well, the last thing for the Patriots, Hunter Henry is probably the best filler tight end I
Yes.
think you could get.
Yes.
Right?
But Romeo Dobbs, I want to touch on that really quick. Romeo Dobbs is everything that they wanted Demario Douglas to be. The underneath guy, the guy that's going to catch a lot of passes, the guy that's going to, you need a first down on 3rd and 5. He's going to run a really good route.
They're going to key on A.J. Brown. They're going to get, Dobbs is going to get open because of Brown.
Exactly.
But
And I think
when they key on the back, that's going to open it for
Romeo Dobbs spot start if you're looking for solid points.
Yeah.
If you're looking for someone in a PPR league that's going to catch the ball a few times, maybe get in the end zone, maybe not, but have about 60 yards and catch the ball about 8 times, Romeo Dobbs is that guy.
Dude, I'm big on the Patriots this year. I mean, they have the ability to put out some fantasy
How
players.
big are you on them as a team? Where would you put them in the final standings? For the
I
East?
think Vrabel is the perfect coach to have the old school mentality to be able to win games like that if he needs to. And he also has the ability to open it up. And I think that's why they went out and made all the moves they made. So I'm huge on the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to outscore the Bills. I think they're going to be 1. I think the Bills are also going to make the playoffs and be 2. And then I think that the other 2 teams are going to win 3 total games between the Dolphins and the Jets. So I don't really care where they finish. But I'll say the Jets beat the Dolphins. They win 2 games. The Jets score 1.
I think both
And
of
the
them
Jets score 2.
tie the 2 games that they play.
There you
The
go.
Jets and the Dolphins. No.
0-0.
I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna put the Bills at number 1. I think this is the season Josh Allen goes out there and
Super Bowl?
yes.
I would love to see it.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's my early call. If
Never played in one.
Jordan knows because I argued with him about Josh Allen for a very long time. Josh Allen was probably my least favorite quarterback in the entire league for 3 years.
A long
I
time.
would say. And my big gripe with him was the man just goes out there and slings it. And I loved that for fantasy, but I hated it for real football because it lost them games, in my opinion. And he's not doing that anymore. So he's really fun to watch. They are my way too early Super Bowl pick, and I'm going to give him credit where credit's due and say he's been very impressive, and I want them to win one.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go Bills, Patriots, and then I'm gonna say the Jets are gonna win more games than the Dolphins.
I agree.
And I think the Patriots and the Bills both make playoffs.
I agree. I think Bills over Pats. I think it's very close because the Pats are really good, but also I think they had one of the easiest schedules last year.
They did.
But they did make it to the Super Bowl, so I mean, props to them. But I think it goes Bills, Pats, both of them making the playoffs. Possibly one of them being the first overall seed for the AFC, getting the week 1 bye, and then Jets and Dolphins.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is the AFC East. Now we're going to move on to the NFC East, and we are going to start with the Washington Commanders. Evan, you want to start us with the Commanders?
I'll start. They're a scary team. I mean, Jaden Daniels hurt all last year. Their starting running back is either Rashad White or Bill.
No.
No, they
They
took away
picked
Bill,
up.
K-Tron Allen.
the rookie.
Well, they also picked up
Ford.
Chris Rodriguez.
No, Chris Rodriguez is still.
No, he went to
Dolphins.
the Jags.
We're
Chris
talking about-
Rodriguez went to the Jags. I'm sorry.
So their running back room as listed
Yeah.
is right now Bill, Rashad White, K-Tron Allen, Jerome Ford, Jeremy McNichols. That might be who you're talking about. And then a guy named Robert Henry. I don't know who he is. That's their lineup.
Yeah, I mean they're a scary team. They tend to win games somehow. They'll sneak one over some people. I don't know how they do it. I guess Jaden Daniels is that good. My like pick from that team that I want actually is in really late rounds is Chig from Tennessee. It could just be a little Tennessee bias. I think Zach Ertz retired. He's gonna take over that role. He's more of an athletic guy. He's not as old as Ertz was, and I think he's actually gonna do pretty well week to week, and you can start him.
He does like people with bad teams.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a safety net for Jaden Daniels. And I'm not saying pick him very high. I'm saying one of the last picks of the draft, you need a tight end, you haven't taken one, pick him. Yeah. And I think he could be a little viable for you.
Okay. Go ahead, Cole, because I got a question about the quarterback when I do mine.
Okay. I like Jaden Daniels. I think he's going to be a solid fantasy quarterback. I think he should go decently high in drafts. I'm not going to get him because I don't draft quarterbacks that high. I think Terry McLaurin's going to have a pretty good season this year. And I'll take a shot on Bill. You know, end of the draft, pick him up, put him on my roster, see what he does. If I don't like what I see, then I'll drop him and just wait for that to play out. See if I can get lucky on picking up the guy that, you know, ends up winning the job. But
Rashad White play too. He could very well win it.
yeah, I mean, I don't like Rashad White, so someone else is going to take him, and I'm not going to have a chance at him.
I paid a lot of attention to the Commanders this year. Don't really know why. Just been kind of invested. They kind of changed a lot that people don't really understand what they did. Jaden Daniels is one that if you were not a heavy quarterback guy, that could fall because of the injury last year, where you could get great value for him in the draft, in my opinion. People could forget about him. They could not draft him because of recency bias on him being injured. The running back room, I don't think Bill's the guy. I just don't. I think Rashad White has a much better chance of starting, and I loved K-Tron Allen before the whole thing about Rashad White's definitely coming, definitely playing.
Yeah.
So that kind of ruined it. The other shout I have, I love the tight end take there, but the other thing is Antonio Williams. I'm so excited about him because Washington has always needed a wide receiver too for their team.
Yeah.
And Antonio Williams can be that guy. And if Terry McLaurin gets the double or gets the whatever, Antonio Williams could eat this year.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to take him over half the season to really start blossoming as an NFL receiver. Another thing is, the only thing I like about the tight end, normally, unless you are a stud, when you come in at tight end, it takes you a few years to become relevant. Because you just get buried. You're not in every run play, so you're not in the next play action when they come out and build off of that play. You kind of get pulled out of, different schemes and different sets. You have to learn, and there's a lot to learn at tight end because you got to learn blocking schemes, route schemes, route patterns, all the audibles. It's just a lot. So that's kind of my take. But the question I have for you guys is, so for the past 2 years in fantasy, you've had C.J. Stroud come in, phenomenal first year, second year, little injury, sucked, right? Jaden Daniels, same thing, come in, phenomenal first year, little injury, sucked. So do you think that those two players are similar, or do you think that one of them is just a better player and it's just the case that it's just a very similar situation?
You want to go or you want me
Okay, I think for fantasy wise, for sure, Jaden Daniels is the better player because he has that running ability. I think football wise, it could be very much the same. But I would, if I had to vote on one or bet on one, I would say he is the better player. He's shown it. His best year compared to CJ's best year, I think, is a little better. Could be wrong, but from the eye test, it looked a little better. Fantasy wise, yeah, definitely, and that's why
Just
we're doing this podcast.
similar situation, Jaden Daniels is better.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm going to compare year twos rather than year ones because both of them had very stellar year ones, and it was hard to tell between the two.
Where people were ranking them in
Yeah.
the top 5 quarterbacks in the league.
But my take on that is C.J. Stroud, in my opinion, is in a much better position than Jaden Daniels is, and that's because the Texans' defense over the past 2 years have been rock solid. I mean, just monsters.
Really interesting.
And the amount of times that he gets the ball and does nothing with it just goes to show me that not only fantasy wise, but real football wise, CJ Stroud is not as good as Jaden Daniels. So I would take Jaden Daniels fantasy wise. I would also take Jaden Daniels football, just regular football. And I think Jaden Daniels does a better job of, even in the year 2, putting drives together, getting them down the field. When he's not injured and he's not hurt and he's not breaking his elbow.
That's what I did forget to say is Daniel's year 2 was because of injury. Mostly.
Stroud was also banged up. Like
Stroud
he was
banged
coming
up.
in and out of games.
It wasn't blamed on injury. People looked at it as bad quarterback play.
I know.
That's what I think it was.
But what I would say is, I don't have an opinion on it, but talking about that, sometimes I think it's worse if a player has a nagging injury that isn't a full injury.
Yeah.
It makes them a worse player than if they would just sit out for 4 weeks and come back fully healthy.
I agree with that. I
Kind of like Brian Thomas Jr.
I don't want to put too much into that, though. I think just off of what I saw in the situations, CJ Stroud's in so much better of a situation than Jaden Daniels is, and Jaden Daniels is doing just as much, if not more.
Yeah, I was just curious.
So
I was just curious on y'all's take.
I think Jaden Daniels is a much better quarterback.
Gotcha. All right, what we got next?
All right, next up we're going to do the Giants.
Yeah.
I'll start with them. We're going to start with quarterback, Jackson Dart, streaming quarterback. He uses his legs a good amount. I take him, start him. He might put it in the end zone a couple times. He might throw it in the end zone a couple times. Should be getting Malik Neighbors back, but who knows with the reports that are coming back. I mean, he's not
fully.
He's not participating yet, which is scary. Because usually when that happens, if he comes out there and plays week 1, that terrifies me.
Yeah.
I hope he sits out a few weeks to get fully healthy.
I hope he's
before he
out till
returns.
week 6.
Yeah.
Because I love his talent on the field. I love the way he plays football, and I need him to stay healthy. Cam Scattergood might be one of my favorite players in the entire NFL.
The Giants in general are just so much fun.
But will Cam Scattergood have the holes to run without Malik?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll quote Marshawn Lynch.
Cam Scattergood is not Marshawn Lynch.
I'll run through a face, okay? Listen, Cam Scattergood, I know he's not Marshawn Lynch, but he plays so aggressive. He's going to get the dirty yards. He's going to fight for it. I like Cam Scattergood. They have solid backup in Tyron Tracy to come in and spell him. I think they're going to do a little bit more of that this year to where it's not just, hey, you got the job. Now go run your head into so many defensive linemen that you're going to get hurt. I think they're going to do a better job of not necessarily a 50-50, but like spelling him to where he's not getting out there and getting injured as much as he is. Odell Beckham's back. That'll be fun. I mean, I don't think it means much for fantasy,
I don't
but
think it does either.
I think it'll be a fun thing to watch. And I personally like, goodness, what's his name?
Isaiah Likely,
No,
tight end. That's who I like on the Giants.
Theo Johnson. I personally like Theo Johnson.
It's disagreeing, man.
I think that he developed a rapport with Jackson Dart, and I think that's going to mean something. I understand that Likely is coming in to play with Harbaugh. He was at the Ravens. Now he's with him. He's going to be on the field. He's going to catch passes. I don't think it's going to completely make Theo Johnson disappear.
Who's the wide receiver 2 for the Giants now? Because Wandale left.
Odell Beckham.
So
They signed Odell Beckham and Juju Smith-Schuster.
yeah, I'm not saying Isaiah Likely's going to be this
Am I missing
monster.
someone? Am I missing someone?
Nobody important. I mean, they're not listed like that, but I mean, if you want to say Darius Slayton and Calvin Austin and there's Darnell Mooney and Odell Beckham and Juju and I mean Jalen Hyatt's on
Listen,
that team.
Hey,
We're gonna figure it out.
if you've had one good game in the past 5 years, we're going to
Come
sign.
sign them up. Is it my take now?
Oh, no, Evan.
I'm not saying Likely's going to be this amazing player, but I think he's going to be better than Theo Johnson. I think Jackson Dart, if you're big on quarterback and you want to take him where he's at, take him. I think he's going to give you points. If Scatterbo stays healthy and comes back from that gruesome leg injury, I think he will put some points up on the board, but he's just a scary.
What round are you taking him in?
He's going 4th, I think. There's a lot of them running backs that are like risky in the 4th.
So if I trade you my 4th round pick, will you give me your 1st round pick? Because you want a lot of those guys in the 4th.
No.
I'll trade. I mean, Bears just wants all the 4th round picks.
If they all boom, I'm winning. I'll tell you that much. I don't know, he's just a risky guy, and I like him personally. Giants are just a really fun team to watch. And also John Harbaugh liking to run the ball. He could go out there and put up a really good year.
John Harbaugh scares me going to the Giants. That's the worst thing possible for them. They had something going with being fantasy relevant. Now, football wise, I mean, sure, but I care about fantasy. And will they win more games? Yeah, and it'll be ugly. And Jackson Dart is not Joe Flacco. He's just not.
Nobody's really fun to watch.
Jackson Dart is better than Jalen Milroe, though. That was something that was said on draft night that I said he's much better, and nobody listened to me. Cam Scatterbo scares me from coming back from an injury.
Here's the question. Is Jackson Dart better than Josh Johnson or Tyler Huntley?
Okay, yes.
Okay, the reason I asked that is because when Harbaugh had those guys instead of Lamar Jackson, the team still put up fantasy points.
Okay, I understand that, but what I'm saying is this is also a different dilemma, right? Like, it's going to be so up in the air for the first 5 weeks that I don't know if it'll ever settle. Like, they're just going to be, it's like these people are going to be relevant, these people are going to be relevant, these people are going to be relevant. And you're not going to know who to pick or who to pick up. They're going to be phenomenal people if they get hot to pick them up and start them for a week. And that's it for me. Cam Scatterbo coming back from the injury, he's not fully back yet. So he can come back, but it doesn't mean that he's going to come back full. You have Malik Neighbors. If Malik Neighbors comes back too early and gets hurt, the entire team's shot. But if he waits, the first 6 weeks are shot. If he's not out there being a dog and taking deep shots and going to get the ball and doing what he does, the Giants aren't going to move the ball. And they're going to pack the box, and Jackson Dart's going to try to run with it and get his head taken off. That's the football side of fantasy that I just believe in, and it is not a good idea for Harbaugh to go over there and try to cater the offense for Jackson Dart. The offense needs to be catered through Malik Neighbors, and if he's not there, it's gonna hurt him.
They need to pick up Stephon Diggs. That's what they need to pick
They
up.
just add them all. Get Tyreek Hill. Get them all.
Get a chance on a veteran guy that can.
Call Julio.
Chad Johnson's still wanting to play.
Hopkins is still out there.
Hopkins is there.
Yeah.
Isn't it Keenan Allen?
Yeah, you can get him too. All right, that's gonna be it for the Giants. We're gonna move on. We're gonna go to the Eagles now.
I'm gonna go first on this one because I feel like y'all are gonna have much better takes than me. The Eagles look like they want to throw the ball this year. I don't believe them. I do not believe them. I don't believe they want to throw the ball. I believe they want to trick people into thinking they want to throw the ball. They went out and got Eli Stowers, stud. They got Mekhi Lemon. Marquise Brown is on that team. Dontavian Wicks is on that team. They did everything they can to try to trick people that we are not running the ball with Saquon Barkley and doing the tush push. But let me tell you, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to do the tush push and run Saquon Barkley into his last huge fantasy season that he will have this year, barring injury, of course. And they're going to throw over the top to Devonta Smith once or twice a game, and he's going to probably score a lot because when you are pulling from a read option to where the quarterback can also run and the running back could have broke the record the year before, you're going to be open. You're going to have one-on-ones.
There's going to be Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of one-on-ones.
Debatably one of the best receiving.
And all the other players are tricks to make them think they're going to throw the ball.
I'm going to build off of that because I have the exact same take. Saquon Barkley could finish as high as running back 3, barring injuries for other people and him.
I think he can finish
You can finish one.
He could.
There's only a few people you can say can finish one.
I don't think that I never mind. No, he will not. If Gibbs, Bijan, and Barkley all stay healthy all year long, Bijan and Gibbs will outscore.
But he has the capability in the situation he's in to finish one.
No.
Okay.
No.
Hey, he gave up on you.
Might as
I
well
didn't
take
give
it
up.
off the wall.
I didn't.
Might as
Okay.
well take it off the wall.
Take him
You're
off the
still
wall.
gonna win somebody a
Take him
championship
off the
this
wall.
year.
Put James Cook
Okay.
up there.
I would never treat you that way.
Put James Cook up there.
I listen. You can still
McCaffrey,
win
I
somebody a
will
championship
never
this year
talk bad about you.
because you're gonna be a steal and in the first round. Okay, just remember that.
No, he's not.
But he's not going to outscore Gibbs and Bijan. He's just not. Saquon Barkley is going to be phenomenal this year. Jalen Hurts is a do not draft. He is a do not draft. Something is happening over there. He is scared to throw the ball. He was great when he was throwing the ball and running in touchdowns. Now it just seems like all he does is run in touchdowns. Until he starts throwing the ball better, he's going to have to prove to me that he can do it. Eli Stowers is my sleeper rookie, but other than that, I mean, I would Devonta Smith is going to be good. He's going where he should be. Draft him, you'll be happy. But other than that, avoid everybody else on the team, and if you get Saquon, enjoy the ride.
So you wouldn't take Devonta Smith? Even where he's going. I mean, he's going to score touchdowns.
I would take Devonta Smith where he's going.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think I'll.
You're just saying you wouldn't try to get him.
No. If he falls to me, then
You take him at his ADP.
yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But if there's a better running back option around that ADP, I'm probably going to take the running back. So
He just seems like he's the furthest dropping fringe wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 guy. So it seems like you're going to get a good deal on him.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where I'm at with it.
what's your take on the Eagles?
I think Jalen Hurts is very scary, but it seems like every year he's able to do something pretty good fantasy-wise. I think with A.J. Brown being gone, that could help him with the passing thing. Because I know that doesn't sound right, but they had some kind of beef going on there. But I said it, he was my top 5 picks. Barkley is going to have a nuclear year.
Yeah.
They got the OC, I don't know his name, but that guy on the wall over there, Gurley, he was his OC, and you saw what Gurley did. I think
They're also getting their line back.
yeah, like everything.
Their line got healthy.
Running the ball, push, deep balls for Lemon and Devontae Smith. I think they're actually going to be a good team this year.
I don't think Lemon's running deep.
I think Lemon's playing middle. I think
Yeah.
he's crossing routes. I think he's running
That's
quick
fine.
outs.
He reminds me. He's like a
I think
dirty.
he's
Like a dirty guy.
I think he's going to
It's
get
his
eaten
attitude.
alive by Dallas Goedert and Eli Stowers over the middle.
I don't know if y'all know this, but Eli Stowers, like, what he did in the combine, like how he tested like high for the receivers.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just tight ends. Like he was like, I believe top 5 on his attributes, as if he was a receiver. So
well,
I think that he's gonna take more looks than Lemon, but
I think with the Eagles trading up to get Lemon, it could just be a diversion, like how you were saying that they're just going to run the ball, which I think that's what they're going to do. But I think they like him. It probably isn't this first year he's in the league, but second or third, I could see him being a good receiver. But we're talking about this year, so I think he has a chance of doing something.
there's so many receivers that aren't gonna touch the ball.
But I don't think McConnell Lemon is that
I think
receiver that isn't going to touch the ball. I think they went up and got him for a reason.
I do have a serious question about Lemon though.
Yeah.
Can he stalk block?
That's your question they asked me. Hopefully he can.
Because that's
I
the
don't
thing
think
really
Devontae
matters if
Smith-
he's going to be on the field.
Devontae Smith.
Dontavian
You know
Wicks
who's
can
going to be
block.
on the field? Dontavian Wicks.
All
All 6'4" of him out there just manhandling the corner. Let me tell you something.
Barkley's.
Let me tell you something. I only got to block you for 2 seconds. Barkley's gone. He's already by me.
Dontavian
Okay.
Wicks is going to be playing a lot.
I'm saving you from looking like 25. Okay? Don't even try
Do you want to get backwards hurdled?
it. Let me block you.
You want to bounce off of his thunder thighs?
All right, let's roll to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
What you got?
All right. I'm going to start with Cowboys because I love the Cowboys every year. CD Lamb was in when we got these signs made. Jordan was kind enough to make these signs for us. CD Lamb was in the conversation for me to put up here on the wall. CD Lamb is one of my favorite players ever. I love CD Lamb. He's been on my team like every year. I mean, since he's broken out. But I'm scared. They got a dog on the other side. And let me tell you something. If I love something about somebody, it is that they are a dog. George Kittle, dog. Cam Scatterbo, dog. Baker Mayfield, dog. George Pickens, dog. I love George Pickens. That man will be better than you. He'll stand up and let you know it. And he'll let the whole team on the other side know it. It don't matter if he's surrounded by 18 other jerseys that don't look like his. He's going to let you know that he beat you. And I love George Pickens. If I could draft both of them, I'd start both of them. And they are going to throw the ball so much this year. And let me tell you what, I'd be happy drafting Javonte Williams too. Give me Javonte. Give me my guy. My guy, Javonte Williams. Dak Prescott, he's going to finish as a top 5 quarterback. You get him late in the draft, he's going to be phenomenal. This team is, they added some on the defense, so they will get some turnovers. They will touch the ball a little more this year, but they did not add enough for it to make a difference. They are the Bengals of the NFC. They have got to score 50 points to win the game, and they have the capability of doing it. CeeDee Lamb, draft him where he's going. George Pickens, draft him where he's going. Maybe even reach for George Pickens. He's going to be phenomenal. Draft Javonte Williams where he's going. Draft Dak Prescott where he's going. I cannot recommend the Cowboys more than I am right now. The Cowboys are going to be a phenomenal team for fantasy football this year.
What you got, Bear?
I couldn't agree more, but I think it's gonna be like a Bengals situation with the receivers. T. Higgins scores good, but I think CeeDee's going to be the Jamar Chase of the team and not George Pickens.
George Pickens is so much better than T. Higgins.
I'm not saying that he isn't. I'm saying
I don't know if I
their
agree. I don't know if I
system-
agree with that. They're different players.
Yeah,
they're different players.
He is so much better.
They're different players.
I'm not saying
If
a
T.
point,
Higgins
but-
got the work that Pickens did like that at the Cowboys,
He would get the work if he was that good.
no.
No.
You're
Yes.
just down on Chase.
No.
That's fine.
I'm not down on Chase. I'm big on Chase. I love Chase. He was in my top 5.
Yeah, you just say that he's never going to finish high, and then he finishes high. But that's just fine.
No.
This year, you're big on him.
I don't like wide receiver twos that are going to perform greatly, or that's not even a word. I don't even know if it is, but great. And I don't want to take George Pickens at where he's getting picked
Don't
at.
take him.
That's fine. You can have him. I'd rather have CeeDee Lamb. I'd rather have Javonte Williams. I'd rather have Dak Prescott. One guy I'm not very high on who had a very good start to the year last year is Ferguson, Jake Ferguson. I think he is now kind of going to be... I don't think he's getting drafted high ADP wise, but what he did last year I don't think he's going to do this coming up here. They have too many weapons that aren't hurt now because CD was hurt.
Yeah.
That's when he did have the big...
Well, I'll hit the Ferguson piece first. I think that Ferguson is going to be a good streaming tight end because I think he's just going to get lost. So, like,
Yeah.
if you leave Ferguson with your Mike
Mhm.
and you have everybody else in the secondary trying to cover the other two, he's going to get open in the goal line, in the red zone, second to goal, third to goal. Like, he's...
3rd and 10. He's practically double.
And he's running an option route where he can do whatever he
here's-
wants.
here's
I think he will get open. I think he'll be relevant. And I think he's going to score less yards for fantasy this year and more touchdowns is what I think.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is...
I can see more yards and more touchdowns.
I can see that.
Everything.
The beginning... Sorry to cut you off. You're talking about the Cowboys, but... I don't know if you remember this. He was on your team. He was the tight end number 1 for 5 weeks.
And I'm not saying he's a tight end 1.
Yeah, no, that's all I'm getting at.
He's
Is
a
that he is not.
phenomenal. He's a phenomenal streaming tight end.
I agree with that. I'm saying, I'm just going back on the point. He's not going to be.
But he's not getting
close to
drafted
that.
like he's up top 5 tight ends.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I said at his ADP, he's fine.
I'll mimic.
I was just going off of what he did.
I'll mimic what Cole said. I think everybody going where they're going is good value in the draft. So if that's what you're worried about, if you ever forget a player, take a Cowboy. I guess you can say that. The other thing I will say, Javonte Williams, if he can just like channel like a few years ago, he has a chance to be a guy this year. But the one question I have for y'all, does the coaching change take some of those points down in fantasy?
No.
You think it stays the same?
No. It's strictly because of what I said about the defense. The defense is not good enough. They are an overall good team.
I'm saying,
playing.
are they scheming like they were last year? Because what they were doing
It doesn't.
is
right?
what McCarthy does is he is a matchup offensive coach. That's how he coaches. He coaches matchup. He doesn't scheme up hey, I got to shallow a dig, a post, and we're leveling it off. It's, hey, he lines up and he sees what they're in when they run the ball, and then he lines up in the same thing and he says, I like this matchup. and I like this matchup, and we're calling this play for these matchups.
I understand what you're saying.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
And I'm
which plays greatly for Pickens and CD.
I'm not trying to like discredit what you're saying by saying this. I don't think that plays into their fantasy value at all. Whatever the scheme is, whatever they plan on doing, at the end of the day, in the second half, they will be trailing. They're going to have to throw the ball. Javonte Williams is going to get checkdowns, and it's going to be fantasy points galore all season long.
Yeah, that was my question.
I don't think the scheme matters.
That's my question. What do you think that
throw the scheme out the window?
No, I don't think it matters. But
Okay.
also, I know you said their defense didn't get upgraded that well. They on their defense last year, they got a bunch of new pieces and tried to put them together to play well. They had Quinn Williams in a trade, Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary off the edge. They still have Darion Bland, who's a good zone guy. They just drafted Caleb Downs. I think Malik Hooker's the other safety. I only know all this because of Madden. But I think now that they're getting an offseason together, I think they could be a better defense than what like the Bengals have been showing, if that makes sense.
I stated that. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think that they're going to be as bad as they were last year, which I think is only going to. I don't think they're going to be a top defense. So
No, I
don't
agree
think
with
think that changes that.
I think they're going to do
What
better.
I am saying though is they will get some more turnovers,
Yeah.
and all that's going to do is help the offense because they're going to be like, hey, we're closer in games. Let's keep throwing the ball. Let's keep Javonte Williams involved running.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's only going to help the overall.
I'm not
fantasy
disagreeing with
value.
that.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
I was just saying, do you
Okay.
think that the points are still going to be there? Because if the points are there, then it's 50 points for the receivers, 10 for the tight end, 15 for the running back. It's crazy fantasy points, right? So the other guys at receiver, yeah, they're going to take some of that from CD and George Pickens. But at that point, like you said, you can play both of them and just take it. Like if George Pickens scores 8 and CD scores 22, hey, you scored 30 at receivers positions. It's 15 and 15. Take it.
Well, that was my follow-up question. I know I said the crazy claim of I'd start both of them on the same team. Are you willing to start 2 Cowboys on the same team? Like, not necessarily
different positions
not
for sure.
necessarily.
Yeah,
you
I
would
agree
you
with
would
that.
start
Different
Javonte
positions
and
for sure.
and a receiver.
I think Dak and one of the receivers is a huge stack this
Yeah.
year.
Yes.
I do. Or I think if you stack a receiver
main
with the running back,
Yeah.
like most of the time that's not a great idea. But on that team, when they're down, they're not. Now I don't know about the new coach, but they weren't scared to run the ball.
Yeah.
On 2nd and 15 after a sack, they would run the ball for 20 yards.
Yeah.
Because what are you gonna do? Are you really gonna put 6 or 7 in the box trying to cover all them? No, dude, you're gonna have 5 in the box. It's gonna be man on man if they run the ball. You're gonna hope that one of your defenders beat them to make the tackle.
Well, I think
And Javonte's just good enough still to where that doesn't matter.
I think that's what's making Javonte so great is because these defenses can't come out. You can't have 3 linebackers on the field.
No, that's my
Like I said.
point.
You have got
The box
you've
is
got,
empty.
You've got to have 5 DBs
Yeah.
out there because if you don't, George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are going
Yeah.
to eat you up the entire night.
Which is also why, because they're going to be a nickel and dime a lot playing against the Cowboys. That is also why I believe that Ferguson is going to be great, because you can't commit that much to the outside and not have that tight end just feast on whatever linebackers left. Because now you have 1 or 2 linebackers trying to cover Javonte and Ferguson, and one of them are going to get open. And that's saying that the other 4 or 5 can cover the other 2 receivers.
Yeah.
So let's do it. Let's go through the. Where do you think they're going to finish?
Go ahead, Barry. What you got?
We'll go. I think the Eagles will be a better team this year. I think Eagles, then Cowboys, then we got Giants, and then Actually, I'm gonna take Eagles, Cowboys, even the Commanders because they win games. I don't know. Like, it's weird. They just know how to do it. And then the Giants last. I think getting used to the coach is gonna be different and a lot of injuries.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles, then the Cowboys. I'm going to go Giants above No, actually, I'm gonna go Giants above Cowboys. I'm gonna go Eagles, Giants, Cowboys, Commanders. I agree they do just win games, but I don't think that they have the firepower to do that this year. And I also think that John Harbaugh is one of those coaches that wins ball games. I think he's going to coach the team to where they're winning. And that I think I could see 3 teams from this division making playoffs.
I have 3 teams from this division making the playoffs. I have a hot take, and the one I don't have making it is the Giants. I have them finishing last. I think that Harbaugh, when he decided to take that job, that he sat down with them and told them that this first year is a figure-it-out year. Let me get more people that I want in here. Let me set the base. I have young players. I'm bringing in a young tight end. He's building a core. I don't think they're supposed to win this year. I think waiting for Malik Neighbors, I think there's a possibility that Malik Neighbors, if he's out from 4 to 8 weeks for the start of the season, that he doesn't even play. And they write the season off. They take their picks. They take whatever they're going to do. They move them for pieces or whatever, and John Harbaugh comes out the next year. I think they finish last. My number 1 finish in this division is the Commanders. That is my number 1 pick. Jaden Daniels is a dog. He is a dog. And he is going to have a little bit more help around him. And the dude is great. He's just great. Everywhere he's gone, he's been good. And I think that he's in the NFL and he's still faster than a lot of people and he can throw the ball really well and find open people. And I think that the Eagles and the Cowboys are going to underestimate him. I think that the Commanders are going to win a lot of in-division games that are very surprising. And they also didn't have very good wins, which means they're not going to have a very tough schedule. And they're going to have a lot more out-of-division wins. So I have the Commanders, and then I have the Eagles, and then I have the Cowboys. But I have all 3 of them making the playoffs.
Okay. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the NFC and AFC East. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Please
and
comment.
We will see y'all in the next one.